Hi, my name is Reese Renz, and I'm a rising senior at Liberty High School. I just want to start off and say thank you for continuing with this process, and I just want to say I hope your families are staying safe and doing well during this difficult time. The first question asks about when have we been on a team or a group and worked with somebody and what happens if they're not pulling their weight. And I think this is most evident for me when I work at my job. I ref basketball and volleyball games through NOR. And usually in the volleyball games, you have your 3 refs and your head ref, which usually I am the head ref. And what happens is parents sometimes, with sports, it gets a little tense. So they'll come over and be like, oh, your scorekeeper isn't changing the score in time, or we should have one more point, just things like that. And at that point, I have to take what they're telling me and I have to deal with it. I have to go to the scorekeeper and just politely say, hey, I know you're doing your job. You're not meaning to do anything. I know it's long because we're there for 4 hours at a time, so it can be hard for the scorekeeper to keep watching 4th grade games, which at times can be a little not good entertainment. But I just go over them and say, hey, just make sure you're paying attention, make sure you're doing it right away, flipping the card. And if I get another complaint and they say, hey, scorekeeper's on their phone, I just politely, I have to go up to my supervisor at that point and have them deal with it, because at that point it's out of my hands and I don't want to overstep. So I think that's kind of the way I deal with the teammate or person in the group. If there's one thing I could do for the rest of my life, it would definitely be speaking to people. I know that sounds a little odd, especially coming from a teenager, but honestly, that's who I am. I just love creating new friends and, making new relationships with people. I'm kind of that friend that will give you a cringy joke that's just going to make you laugh when you're having a bad day, or that older sister type of mentor that's going to say, hey, you can do this, maybe that person on JV on the volleyball team, and I'm like, just keep working, just keep doing what you're doing. I just like being that person for people, and it's just something I enjoy. So honestly, a future career path for me, it would be cool to just do motivational speaking, which I don't know if that's super realistic, but I think that'd be fun, just something to do on the side. So definitely talking to people would be something I could do every single day. If I had to explain the internet to my grandparents in 3 sentences, here are the 3 things I would tell them. First, I would tell them, do not believe every single thing that you read, because many things on the internet are blown out of proportion, or they're not telling all the facts, especially right now. That's very evident with everything that's going on in the world, and everything's a little bit heightened, because especially with it being an election year and everything else, you can't believe everything you're going to read on the internet. Number 2, I'd also tell them that it's instant access. If you want to book an appointment at your doctor's office, go click on their website and you can book one like that. If you want to order something from Amazon because you can't go shopping right now and you just want a new outfit, you can go on the internet and go get it. The third thing I would tell them is I would say, Grandpa and Grandma, you need the internet because you're going to get people to come visit your house more. The cousins, all my cousins, they're going to need some Wi-Fi for their cell phones. So if you want them to come visit, I guarantee you can get them by getting internet at your house. If I had to choose one object in my house that represents me, I would choose my Hydro Flask. The reason I would choose this is because if you ask anyone that goes to my school, they would say, oh, Reese Renz? That's the girl that carries your Hydro Flask, right? Yes, I carry it with me everywhere for a couple of reasons. One, because as an athlete, you have to always stay hydrated. That's one of the most important things, especially with track. When you're having practice at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, the hottest time of the day, you are not going to make it through that workout without having water throughout the whole day. 2, it also kind of represents who I am. So when I walk in somewhere, if somebody's looking at my Hydro Flask, they can see who I am. I play volleyball at our school. I go to Liberty, obviously, and I'm a lover of Lululemon. Yoga, I don't know, I try it out sometimes, but I don't know if it's quite my thing. I am number 2 on our team, that's my number. I also love track, so gotta represent there too. And also, I love the beach, but I also love our local businesses in Bakersfield. I think the thing that astonishes me the most, especially being a female in high school, is the way that girls constantly are so quick to judge and put each other down. I think the thing that we need to do is we need to lift each other up, and we need to be praising each other for our differences, because at the end of the day, society isn't going to thrive off having a clone of each person. We're going to thrive off of having those cultural differences and having that difference of opinion. That's what we need in this world, and I think that's the biggest thing that astonishes me.